hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, with a hallowed Lombardi trophy in the building, it's a battle to raise it at midfield. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Indianapolis Colts. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt, happy to have you with us. And this an unusual spot to be, Brock. Both teams here, well, they have fought and earned their way to this one. Yet this still looks like could be one of the more lopsided Super Bowl matchups that we have seen in our time in the NFL.
It looks that way on paper, but we know. We've watched it through the centuries, right? We know that upsets happen in this moment. Broadway Joe's guarantee and the Jets win in just the third Super Bowl. David Tyree's got a catch as those Giants shock the Patriots in their perfection. And that lesser-known Tom Brady, yeah, they too got past the greatest show on turf. This moment, underdogs emerge.
One team's legacy will be changed forever. Away we go at the Super Bowl. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. And they're brought up by the 6th overall pick in 2019. One of the highest drafted Blue Devils ever, Daniel Jones.
Well, here he is, Kate, in the role that I and so many other quarterbacks dreamed of being in during our careers, leading the AFC champions out on a Super Bowl Sunday. The journey, well, it's only become more difficult every step along the way, from the regular season to each run of the playoffs. And it's prepared him for the moment he's walking in right now.
That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
That's good for a Colts. First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly, you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Now it's Jones out the play action. Left side into the hands of Warren. And he's going to work this down to the 32. Jason Pinnock there on the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's first and 10. Taylor again. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. From the 21. That one finds Josh Downs. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On first down, Jones. This one's caught. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. Going power with a big tight end. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Colts finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Badgley with the extra point. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Colts 7, 49ers nothing.
Badgley on to kick this one away. Moore with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
Kate, I can only imagine what's running through his mind right now. What an arduous fight across the entire NFC postseason to get to this moment. I think this is one of those moments where you just go back in that backyard as a kid, you close your eyes, and you dreamed of when you were little, and you're living in it right now.
Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
Purdy will sneak it. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Purdy throwing here on first. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
Play action now. Purdy. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's taken down at the 30. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
A gain of 15 yards. And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a first down from the 30. To the air again. Purdy. Finds him over the middle. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
49er first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
McCaffrey goes the wrong way. He's going to lose
position of the quarterback, Kate. Sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
2nd and goal coming up from the 7. Gets it again. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers finish off their opening drive. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Here's Gould on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Indianapolis offense headed out for their second drive of the game. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch your breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Working from the gun, here's Jones. Short pass brought in. They're on him as he gets it up to the 47. Amador Lenore, they're on the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Jones. That's on target to Pierce. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
And the Colts, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
He puts it. Touchdown, Indianapolis! The Colts break the tie here in the first. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. You got middle field open or close. So I got a single high or 2 high. Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Badgley for the extra point.
For the extra point.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Colts take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
49ers 7.
Badgley on to kick this one away. Isaac Gorindo to return. Second drive coming up for this 49ers offensive unit. And it was a situation they prepared for, no doubt, Brock, but hopes that they wouldn't see. They're down early in the biggest game of the year.
Hey, listen, nobody said winning championships was easy. This is an early test of whether they've got the resiliency to win it all. We know this. When that final second ticks off, most Super Bowl champions, they've been the most resilient players, too.
It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a 49er first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Back to the air on second. Purdy. This one's out to Pearsall on the left side. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. So we're officially through one here in the Super Bowl. The Colts have taken the early lead. More from Santa Clara coming up. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. To throw again, it's Purdy. And they'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. Sticking to the air here, it's Purdy. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown.
I just love seeing the approach of this entire offense, not settling for anything. Yeah, this running back, he's finding the end zone through the running lanes, but let's give a tip of the cap to the big boys up front because they are setting the tone. 2 drives, 2 rushing touchdowns.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Ashton Doolin now to return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Colts and Daniel Jones making their return to the field now. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
And he gets this down near the 30.
It's a gain of 40. Let's go. good for a Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
A gain of 26 yards.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here. This throw is caught. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts take a second-quarter lead. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
One after converted from Badgley. And the Colts break that tie and now lead by 7.
21. 49ers 14. Michael
Badgley on to kick this one away. Moore with a return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends.
And the Colts get to him. He goes down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
Might be time to reach in the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack. Running back sent in motion. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Third and long, Purdy. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first.
44-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Purdy. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. They get 22 on that one. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Completed over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Nick Cross on the stop. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. On the ground, this is Isaac Arindo. Only can get his yard here, bro. It's going to be 3rd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Leading 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. From the gun is Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And 4th and 4 coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. Purdy gonna go on 4th. It's on target to Moore. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. McCaffrey hits the end zone for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. He's into the end zone and already at 3 rushing scores before halftime, Brock. So they either got to find a way to keep him out, or he's going to run his way into the record books if they're not careful. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers tie this game at 21. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. On the return, here's Doolin. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner, and this gets out to the 30. Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone, but through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Jones going to do it himself. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. tote the ball himself for a big run.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Quick throw to the left is complete. He gets it up a little shy of midfield. Bernardo Green with that tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
We're at the 2-minute warning, Brock, of what has been a high-scoring game so far. The Colts could break this tie for a halftime lead. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
Jones now on 3rd down. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Colts going to kick this away now on 4th, and it's Rigoberto Sanchez on for the punt. And he can't find anything as he goes out of bounds. Nothing on that return. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. 1st down throw by Purdy. Now here he goes. And he'll be brought down just as he gets it up to the 24. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Purdy throwing here. He'll drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
2nd and 3 now. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Pearsall there to grab it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Play action now, Purdy. He puts everything behind this one. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Looking to throw. He's got a man left. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So we've reached the half here in the Super Bowl, and we know our pal Scott Hansen has been watching intently. He's got our halftime report. Scott?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These two teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the third quarter. Enough waiting, let's crown a champion, shall we? The second half of the Super Bowl is underway. Moore with a return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. We'll see the San Francisco offense first this half as they're headed out now. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. First call here coming from the shotgun. Motioning left is their running back. Purdy throwing here on first. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second and 10. Again, it's Purdy. Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Those routes across the field become oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. It gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. And with enough time, it's almost inevitable. He'll find enough space for a completion.
Throwing the out route complete. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Reward that tackle to the effort of Leatu Latu.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. On the counter, McCaffrey. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a third and 10. Running back, motioning right. On third down, Purdy. That's him on the end route. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a 49er first down.
That's another 49er first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Purdy on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
Second down now, 7 to go. A run with McCaffrey. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
All right, they need 7 here on 3rd down on what is the 9th play of this drive. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Short pass brought in. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Going with McCaffrey on the ground. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Jermaine Pratt there on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Purdy to throw. Oh, what a catch! Back in the end zone. Did he get the feet in? Did he? No, couldn't get the feet in. Incomplete.
Gosh, I love how the receiver creates.
Well, the officials are going to have to take another look at this one. Kyle Shanahan's challenging that call.
The previous play is under review.
Well, we can see he made the catch. He definitely has possession. But did both of those feet hit down in the end zone?
Yeah, get that zoom button ready to go. Get the magnifying glass. Was there any green right between his feet and that end line? That's what they're going to be looking for in the replay booth.
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble. They'll throw on 3rd and long. And the defender comes away with it. Kenny Moore with the pick. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Jones. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
On the counter, it's Taylor. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
3rd down, Jones to throw. That one nabbed by Warren. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
And the Colts 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's Taylor from the pistol. This run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Zone read, handoff to Taylor. Got the give on the zone read, and the defenders were waiting for him. He goes down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Niners countering with a 5th defensive back on this third down. Looking from the gun. Here's Jones. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
And this will force them to start inside the 20. That punt heads out about the 15-yard line. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. That's completed right side. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Throw right side is caught by Jennings. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. New set of downs for him from the 46. From the gun, McCaffrey. Works the sideline inside the 35. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a 49er first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on first. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They stick with McCaffrey. And they will stop him at the line on what proves to be the final play of this third quarter. So we're winding down to the end of the 2024 season. That's the end of 3 in Super Bowl 59. It's all knotted up at 21, partner. Still plenty of scoring here as we try to decide our winner. A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great... This time it's a passing play. Dump off caught by his back. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Here he is on third and long. He's running for it. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal.
13 yards on the play. That's another 49er first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Well, I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
McCaffrey trying to punch it in, and he gets in. Touchdown! The 49ers take a fourth-quarter lead. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7.
28, Colts 21.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's Gould on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Colts ready to take the field. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up second down.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
Second and 10, still at the 28. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Third and 2, Jones. This finds its target, that's Taylor. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's good for a Colts. First down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. Jones going to do it himself. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Play fake, Jones. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Straight ahead with Taylor. Robbed for the first down. He met no gain on that first down run.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. They send a man in motion. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Completed over the middle. And they make the stop, I'm going to say at about the 37-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. Jones now to throw. He's got it, complete to Downs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Option give to Taylor. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
New set of downs is not off to a real good start here, Cates. And I know every yard counts in this league, but that lone yard, it's not going to really change what they're thinking about doing here on 2nd down.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Jones. He tucks it and takes off. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for a Colts. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run. It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Leading 10 yards now as they line up at 2nd and goal. To throw, here's Jones. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
He brings it in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts now trail by just a point in the 4th. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Now they're on for the most important extra point of their entire season. And he hits that point after, so we're all set up for a heck of a finish here. We're tied in the final frame of the Super Bowl. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Moore with a return. Jukes one defender. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. They're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, but possibly come up with a game-winning drive.
And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a 49er first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now it's McCaffrey. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. From the gun is Purdy. Pearson on the slant. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers with a little more work to do to win it here. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. He's back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
You get to that money down, that 3rd down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job, not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
On 4th down, looks like the 49ers sending out Thomas Morstead now to punt. The Colts offense set to head out. And we'll see how aggressive they get to try and end this game in regulation, or if overtime is on the horizon. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Finds him on the slant. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd and 3 now. Here he is to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Now to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
39-yard line.
Two timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Right side, this is reeled in by Warren. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
8 yards.
Timeout Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Pickup of 2 here. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
I don't know, Kate. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the 1st down. Pops up right away and signals 1st down.
He'll look to throw it. It's downfield. He's got it. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout. An entire game coming down to this try by Michael Badgley. From the left hash, a 40-yard look. That one is good! And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Badgley on to kick this one away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. And for the third time in franchise history, partner, second time they're representing this great state of Indiana, the Colts are Super Bowl champions. This is what we all hope every year when we get to this point, Brock. We hope for the drama. We hope that the game lives up to the big stage that it was played on. Close at the end, really just one or two moments in there that decided who was going to be the team waiting to receive the trophy.
Yeah, you just feel, don't you, Kate, that every single bit of that Lombardi trophy had to be earned here tonight. But not just tonight, not over these 60 minutes, It was every practice throughout the season, every tough battle they fought on Sundays from September to January, battle-tested. It was all that work that made them capable of earning the championship tonight.
So for our entire crew here at EA Sports,